Well, we're back at it, and it's been a mixed bag of results over the last few games. We'll go into the schedule, and you'll see what I mean immediately. Where we had, after the 2-2 draw at Malaga, we lost 1-0 to Girona, then we won 2-0 against Sevilla, and then we lost 1-0 against Real Valladolid. So it seems as though our away games are the ones where we struggle. Luckily for us, next up is Real Madrid at home, so that's 3 points in the bag straight away. As far as ins and outs, now that the transfer window has closed, I did try to get Yarmolenko to sign a new contract, but he wasn't having any of it. And given that he only had 6 months left on his current deal, I have sold him to Sangentosu, I think, a Japanese team. £19.2 million, not a bad bit of money if you ask me. And really looking at the squad that we have, although it is a small squad, we do have players that can cover most positions. Remembering, of course, that we've got the likes of Momo that can play both wings. Bonaventura can play on the wings if he needs to. Shibazaki can play left wing forward. Victor Malejo, more of a right winger than a centre forward, but still, Morales is able to play on both wings, and Manu Barrero, although really not physically suited to it, is apparently able to play on the left wing just as well as he is centre forward. Longo as well is an option coming off of the reserves bench, so we've got plenty of options in the squad. John Joe Shelby there as well, another one. Plenty of options if we need them. So I think really the transfer window kind of crept up on us, and if it wasn't for the fact that Yarmolenko turned down the contract offer, then we wouldn't have been desperate to find someone to bring in to replace him. So I think maybe it's going to be a case of signing someone from the youth team when we have the wages available to us. At the moment we don't, so we're going to have to soldier on without them. Okay, easy game against Real Madrid today. Everybody's raring to go. No need to make any changes. So let's get going. Let's crack on. Let's see what we can do against this lot here. Blues versus Whites. Raheem Sterling's probably going to score an absolute worldie against the run of play, as he did in the reverse fixture of this earlier in the year. I think we're down to about 8th in the league after that string of results. I probably should have looked to make sure. I'm sure that you guys saw on the league table when we were in the main menu. You could always rewind to find out. Where we are at the moment doesn't really matter though, does it? It's where we end up after this match. The wheels have really come off. I'm in a little bit of a funk at the moment where it comes to playing. We all go through these times when we just can't seem to get things to work out. It could just be that the AI and the other teams in the league have figured us out, and that they know how to play against us now, in which case we are going to have a look at potentially mixing things up strategically. But our home form seems to be carrying us through at least until the last few games. Hang on, I've just got to concentrate for a second here because they're pressing us very, very hard. And they finally get the ball back. Zuzang plays back to Varane, into N'Golo Kante, and now Real Madrid can come away with the ball. Zuzang down the left wing again, Chinese winger, or is he a fullback? I'm not sure. To be honest, I've never heard of him before seeing him in a Real Madrid shirt. Oh, cross into the box. Interesting. Sean Lucas beating Malejo to the ball there. It's not a good sign when players are being beaten to the ball so easily so early in the game. They're playing around us very nicely. Reece Nelson into Asensio. Shibazaki manages to get a foot on the ball, and Bonaventura comes away with it. Oh, Malejo's through here. Oh, it's a good save from the goalkeeper. So frustrating to say that about an opposition goalie, but it always seems to be the opposition goalkeepers that make these wonderful saves. Oh my god, what was that? That was absolutely atrocious. Some of the passing from my team this season has been nigh on awful. Vallejo makes another run. Ball in plenty of space, but he's got really nothing that he can do with it. Plays it back to Arbia. He's going to try and whip one in. Berg was making the run, but as usual, unable to get his head onto it. And for once, it's a poor pass from Madrid that sets us off on our way. Arbia cross into the box. Berg at the near post. Oh, Galoppo, what are you doing? That's not very assured in possession at all, is it? And they hit us on the break. Reece Nelson on the right wing. Brings the ball forward. Early cross in. And there's Bonaventura to bring it away. They're just too strong in the tackle. And that's been part of my problem at the moment, is my speed of thought, as we give an offside away. My speed of thought hasn't been up to snuff, and as a result I've been unable to unlock quite a few teams. You can see that from the number of games where we've drawn a blank. As Varane takes the free kick that resulted from the offside. Oh my goodness me, if that had gone in I would have been really annoyed. Just stepped off his man a little bit too much, allowed the room for him to turn. It's one of those cheap goals that the AI loves to score. Arbia picks it up, plays it inside to Shibazaki. Now Victor Malejo over the top for Momo. Can't quite get to it though. Oh, hello. Well, we'll take it. It's scrappy as all hell. And the Real Madrid number 39 has played an absolute clanger. All came from this lobbed through ball by Victor Malejo. The goalkeeper and the defender all ends up. And Momo just ghosts in and takes it off his toes, dribbles it past the goalkeeper. It's not the best goal I'll ever score. In fact, it might be one of the worst, but they all count for one, and I'll take it. So here we have a very unlikely 1-0 lead against Real Madrid. And Shibazaki immediately wins the ball back, as does Victor Malejo, but gives away a foul in the process. Love it if the player out of possession allowed my player to get past him to try and make the tackle. That would be lovely. As Peru makes a fantastic interception to stop the cross from coming in. Zuzeng with the throw-in. Back to Asensio. They just get past my players far too easily. That's good from Galoppo. Momo. Now Berg in a foot race with Varane. Can't beat him. Although it would have been nice if Varane hadn't been handling him like a 5-day-old piece of meat. Asensio in the centre of the park, running things for Madrid. Bonaventura's through. Ball into the middle for Berg. Oh, he's missed it. That's very unlike Berg, who is back in the goals after scoring against Sevilla in that 2-0 victory earlier. But that seemed like an absolute cast iron chance for the Swede. It ends 1-0 at half time. Depor will feel that they could have possibly got a second there. It's been a good game for both teams. Madrid are only really down due to a silly error. They could still get into this quite easily. They've carved out enough chances already. Juzang into Asensio. He'll look to spray one, which he does. Nelson now. Oh, that's good from Javi Montero. He just bullies his way through. Berg goes past his man, chips it into the box. Malejo was there, but so was Areola. The big nipple saves his team once again. Mercier. Nelson. Bonaventura ghosted. Oh dear, oh dear. Got away with that one a little bit. But it was a bit of a desperation effort as well, I have to say. Little chip one over here into the feet of Arbia, or onto the chest I should say. Peru. Back to the goalkeeper because they are pressing very, very hard indeed. Here's Rene out on the other side now. Oh, I don't know what that was. My player didn't even attempt to take the ball. Bonaventura over to Arbia. Shibazaki now. He's got men inside him. He uses Malejo. He's tackled. There's two men on him. He's never going to get the ball past two men like that. Extra attention on him. He really is one of the players that makes this team tick. Oh, and Benzema has got behind the defence here, into the middle. Peru does a good job of getting his head to it. Bonaventura unfortunately gives it away in a very dangerous place, but then does brilliantly to win the ball back and releases Momo, who in turn gets Berg on his way. Berg's not going to get past the defender again. Manhandled out of it. That's good from Shibazaki. And again, Depor are on their way. Malejo. Bonaventura turned into trouble. Oh, off the post, and on the rebound, it's Victor Malejo. I don't know what Momo thought he was doing, shooting from such a tight angle, but the deflection off of the post benefited the man on the other wing. And unbelievably, after what has been an absolutely torrid half-dozen games, Deportivo La Coruna are 2-0 up against Real Madrid here. And they look good value for it as well. We might change things up a little bit here. Pereiro's going to get a chance up front. And Shibazaki has been amazing, so there's no way he's coming off. Maybe John Joe Shelvey gets a chance along... No, actually, I say that. Yeah, no, go on. Shelvey in for Bonaventura. If nothing else, it'll give us a little bit more bite in the tackle. Oof. Off the post for Madrid. Desperately unlucky. And a great save by Jimenez from Jean Lucas. attacking fullbacks are going to be taken off at this point. Yeah, you don't get past having him on... well, you do actually on second attempt. Shibazaki does a good job in holding on to possession and playing it back. And it ends up on the right-hand side of the Deport defence, where they can come away with it. Here's Barrero into Shibazaki. Tries to get it out to Malejo. Which doesn't happen for him. Well, that's a shame. Must be an offside he's given. I didn't see a foul in. No, apparently he's given it for a foul. Extraordinary. Didn't see a foul there at all. So a free kick to Real Madrid. 5 minutes left. They'll need to score soon if they want to get back into this one, or even have a chance of getting back into it. Bloody hell. I mean, when they pass like that, how are you supposed to keep up? Oh, referee! Good Lord Almighty, that deserves a red. He's only got a yellow. I imagine the colour of his shirt has helped with that. How that is only a yellow, I do not know. Look at this. Shocking. I thought he was onside, but no, he must have had a foot off. Well, I mean, that's very tight. It must be that his head is fractionally off, because the rest of him's on. Can't score with your hand, remember. And there's the final whistle, and it's a remarkable final score here at the Riazor, where Deportivo La Coruna have beaten Real Madrid, perennial challengers, 2-0. Some would argue both goals had more than a hint of fortune to them, but Deportivo ran their legs off, they worked hard for each other, and they got the just reward. Momo with the man of the match performance, 1 goal, 1 assist, if you can call that second goal an assist. Malejo did quite well as well, Berg only getting a 6, but his replacement, Manu Barrero, not managing any better. Here's the rest of the scores from today's matches. The big ones are on the second page. Barcelona winning 1-0 against Athletic Club. Atletico Madrid being held to a 1-1 draw with Racing Santander. And Sevilla back to winning ways after we beat them. Meaning that this is the league table as it stands. We're back up to 7th place in the league now. It's a far cry from a few weeks ago when we were momentarily top of the league during one of the off-camera games. However, we are now 10 points behind Barcelona, who have raced after a very slow start into a commanding lead in the league here now. We're 25 games into a 38-game league season. There's not too many games left, and I intend to really start to grind through them now. So by the end of the week, you should have a good idea of where we're going to be finishing. I would dearly love to finish in the European places, but we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. PES 2021, right around the corner, remember. But anyway, that's going to do us for another episode of Proyecto, or the project, as you would expect me to say in English. Uh, we're doing well. I'm pretty happy with how we're doing at the moment. We're back in the Primera Liga where we belong, and we're tussling at the correct end of the table. So I can't really ask for any more from the team. Perhaps I could ask for them to score a few more goals, but that's not down to them so much as it is down to me. There we go. Anyway, until tomorrow when we'll come back for another game against probably. Should we come back for Barcelona? That seems like a good idea. We'll come back for the Barcelona game. So that will be the 21st of February that we'll be playing against them in 3 games' time. I shall play the game against Getafe, and Valencia off camera. Hopefully we can get some decent results from those 2 games. And we come into the Barcelona game. Well, it's away from home. It's against the league leaders. Anything could happen. Take care. Bye bye.